China has just sent their lunar rover on a mission to investigate a mysterious new sighting of what looks like a house that was spotted on the dark side of the moon. A strange white object had appeared on images sent back to China that their National Space Administration described as a mysterious hut. Their rover has been navigating on the moon since January of 2019 following a meteor crash in the von Karman crater in the South Pole Aitken Basin. Andrew Jones, who is a journalist tracking China's space program, tweeted out the mysterious imagery and said, we have an update from the Yatu 2 on the lunar far side, including an image of a cubic shape on the northern horizon, 80 meters away from the rover in von Karman crater, referred to as a mysterious house. The next 2 to 3 lunar days will be spent getting closer to check it out. To make matters even more confusing, the China National Space Administration also joked that the object could be a home built by aliens after crash landing in the von Karman crater. As I mentioned, when China's lunar rover was patrolling this area in 2019, they also discovered what looked like a gel-like substance on the bottom of an impact crater, as well as something they described as a fascinating shard. But unfortunately, both of those things turned out to be just rocks. So in finding this new object in the images sent back to Earth, you'll excuse me if I get a little bit skeptical here. Don't get me wrong, finding an alien's house on the moon would be an incredible thing, but everything they have reported back thus far has been nothing more than just rocks. So I'm assuming this is either a big rock that was broken off during the impact, or perhaps it could even be something as simple as a JPEG artifact. This happens when an image is compressed by saving it as a JPEG. Each time an image is saved in this format, it is compressed and non-essential data is discarded. The result of compression is that an image can suffer from blockiness and loss of color in spots, which is what we could be seeing in the photo when all you can make out is a little pixelated speck. Andrew Jones added to his first tweet to dispel the alien rumors and said, "So yeah, it's not an obelisk or aliens, but certainly something to check out, and hard to discern much from the image, but large boulders are sometimes excavated by impacts, as seen by the Chang'e 3's mission, which launched 8 years ago on December 1st. And it may be a while though before we get any answers, because despite the object being only about 262 feet away, this will take the rover months of navigating around craters just to investigate what's over there. Andrew also included the lunar rover drive diary in his thread of tweets about this mysterious house investigation, and he continues by saying, "The drive diary containing the image explains how the rover and drive team carefully navigated between craters as it makes its way northwest from its landing site and towards a distant basaltic region of interest to team scientists. Even with them only ever finding rocks on the moon, a lot of people on Twitter were upset with the immediate dismissal of aliens." One user writes, "You don't know it's not an obelisk or aliens. This is the second largest problem in science, prejudice. It's enough to say it's an unusual object on the moon and we don't know what it is, we don't know what it isn't, and so we only have speculation. That's how we do science." While others simply complained about the poor photo quality of the image itself, which also always baffles me a little bit when people complain about camera quality that's literally coming from space. I mean, they're sending this really expensive technology off of the planet, so it has to be a camera that would fit on the rover and be able to survive the frying heat of the sun, along with getting enough power from the solar panels to both take photos and operate the rover. So yeah, whatever images it's able to send back are probably going to be just a little bit rough. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this though, because unfortunately that's all the time we have for today. Stay classy and I'll see you on the next one.